I think he had a staunch leader in P.V. Narasimha Rao, who was ready to back, those difficult or tough steps that he proposed to the Prime Minister then. And I think that's where, the Jugalbandi that they had, P.V. Narasimha Rao along with Dr. Manmohan Singh as the Finance Minister, clearly leaves a lasting impression in the minds of the people. If you look at all the papers, the last 48 hours, all the newspapers, you've seen 2 newspapers go by, and all newspaper headlines talked about the liberalization that Dr. Manmohan Singh brought about. And I think that's an imprint that he leaves for the world to pick, and lessons that, when he spoke, especially when it comes to the financial and economic part for India and the world, I think are lessons that the world have listened to very carefully. The best tribute that he could have got was when Barack Obama said, when Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan speaks, the world listens. I think that's a fitting tribute to the man and the inputs that he's given to the world and to India.
Also, Anil, his tenure as Finance Minister in the early 90s and then later as Prime Minister from 2004 to 2014 introduced policies you think that continue to influence India's growth?
Well, it was, remember, Prime Minister, when he was the Prime Minister, when he was given the leadership or the baton of becoming the Prime Minister of India, it came clearly as a shot in the dark for Dr. Manmohan Singh too. Dr. Manmohan Singh was, looking at maybe getting a cabinet berth, but to lead the country and to lead a cabinet where coalition dharma had just begun in India. 2004 was the very initial phase of coalition dharma, where we had multiple political parties coming together, lending support to one political party, and then the country being led in that direction. So the coalition dharma was new, and when coalition dharma was new, it was very difficult for Dr. Manmohan Singh to go ahead and take those kind of steps, economic reforms, or for that matter, welfare, people-centric reforms that needed to be done. But I think many reforms that he brought about during his tenure as a Prime Minister, right to education, right to food security, right to land acquisition,